Hey everybody, Tim Timmons here with 10,000 Minutes. Here's my first question. What do you want? What do you want out of this life? One of the answers that I would give would be, I want to walk with Jesus. Great, well I think we can wrap this thing up. But there's a question underneath the question, what do I want? I want to walk with Jesus. But the question underneath the question is, what do you really want, Tim? You guys know me, I do want to walk with Jesus, yes, but not if it gets in the way of the things that I actually want more than Him. Maybe I'm the only one, but I actually want to lose a few pounds after this whole COVID craziness. But not if it gets in the way of the things that I really want. So in John 1, we see Jesus walking around town, and some of John the Baptist's followers actually began to follow Jesus. And Jesus turns around to them and says, "What do you want?" It could have just been this throwaway question of, hey, what do you guys want? But I think there's more to it. He's saying, hey, if you're following me, what do you want? This is potentially one of the most powerful questions that you and I could start asking ourselves and asking the people that we're walking with. I can say that I want to walk with Jesus all day long, but if you looked in on my heart and my actions, you'd see a different story. Once again, there's no shame attached to these questions. This is just for us to rethink our thinking. Shame would be looking back and going, I can't believe I did that, or man, I'm so terrible, or whatever. That's putting this identity saying, I am this, but that's not who we are. We actually get to walk forward with love and grace and mercy that is new every single morning, and then share that with the rest of the world. Every day, I seem to compartmentalize my time with Jesus, and then, well, this is also my time. Because if I was king, this is how this would go. And this is exactly why the other week, we actually talked about kingdom glasses and putting on His lenses to see what He sees all day long. If I'm really honest, here's a list of the things that are actually underneath that question. I want what I want at the moment that I want it. I want something sweet to cut the grease. I want other people to validate who I am, that I'm awesome. I want to escape with my lust, food or things that I cannot have or should not have. How many likes is this video going to get? I want people to like me because they think I'm smart or I'm funny. I want them to like me for what I do or for what I don't do. I often want peace more than I actually want to resolve something and be refined. I want revenge, which just looks like dirty justice. Ultimately, I want control. I want to be the king of the kingdom because He's not doing His job. What would that look like this week if we just took a little bit of time to write down the things that we want? There's no shame attached. It just is what it is. We would just sit down with Jesus and go, I know you've already taken care of all my sins, so thank you. So would you just walk through this list with me? Will you help me rethink my thinking and help me rethink the things that I'm aligning my heart to? And on the other side of this, I've literally been walking with people in the mornings, and this is one of the questions that we ask is, hey, this past week, what did you want? And what did you really want? What was being revealed about your heart through that? I surely don't have a 3-step process that if we do this, everything's going to be great. But what I do know is that the more that I'm actually walking this stuff out with Jesus and journaling stuff down and saying, Jesus, would you start to restore some of this stuff and realign my heart toward your heart? Things are starting to change in me. And I do know that when I'm vulnerable with safe people and I start sharing this stuff, that because of that relationship, we're both refining each other and actually starting to look more like Jesus to one another. So the basic practice this week is I write this X on my wrist, or you do whatever you need to do to actually remember to actually practice the heart of Jesus, is to ask yourself in all situations, what do I really want? And then ask the question underneath, what does that reveal about my heart? And the other side of the practice is, who would you be bold enough to ask this question of, or to even share some of your answers with? And maybe this week, it's not even about changing your wanter, it's actually just saying, Jesus, would you align my heart to actually begin to want the things that you want for me? If I could boil it all down, it would just be this: stay curious this week. Once again, thank you so much for walking with us and all this and checking out this video. Would you like this video? Would you subscribe to this channel so you can get notifications when new things come out? Would you share this with friends? And if you want to get a text, you can just text 10K, 10K to 55678.